what does recuperation mean if you're a Wolves player in detail? Because I think it will interest our listeners, but also I think there's things you can take into your own personal life, whether you're an elite footballer like you or not.
Yeah.
What's the culture of recovery and how did it begin at Wolves?
Well, first and foremost, it's vital. It's vital to everything we do. I think a massive factor has got to go to our sports science staff. We've got Antonio and Joao Lapper and a fella, Sean Miller and Tom Mayer, who go to the end of the earth for us, if I'm being honest with you, to make sure we recover properly, to make sure we're doing the right things. Now, the right things are absolutely everything. Last year was huge for us. If I go back to last year with the amount of games we had in terms of Europa League going Thursday, Sunday, we were recovering on planes. We were recovering in changing rooms straight after the Besiktas game and the Torino game. We're recovering straight away. You're literally coming off the game. The boss is speaking for 5 minutes and then Antonio's going, right, on your mats, let's go. And that then consists of, we have vibration balls, vibration rollers, complex machines, of course. They basically send like electrodes into your muscles to improve like blood flow.
Do you attach them to your muscles?
Yeah, so you attach them to your legs.
Pads?
Yeah, little pads, yeah. And then you attach them and it increases blood flow through your legs. But lads use them when they're injured and different things. But you can use them, obviously, in recovery session. You do ice baths, you do pools, you do complex, you do Normatec, it's called, like big inflatable trousers. They're mad. So you sit with them on and you've got a machine.
Well, talk about them because people won't know. What are your inflatable trousers?
So
then?
basically, you put them on and you like lie there on the bed, and they've got you've got like a remote with it, so you put it on level, whatever it is, 7, 8, 9, whatever, and it basically blows up through your legs. So as it goes up through your legs, it goes tighter and tighter and tighter, and it's meant to just release all the bad, whatever it is, the bad stuff you've got in your legs, whatever it is, and you'll keep it on for 20 minutes or so. We have things like that.
So that'd be like lactic acid, for example, because lactic acid is. And it might feel like when you're getting your blood pressure taken in one point of your arm, but
and it goes really tight. Yeah, and it goes really tight. And it goes right up to the top of your leg to where like your hips are, type thing. Goes right up the top, and it kind of pumps out all the lactic acid or whatever you've got in your legs out here. And I'll tell you what, you do feel good after it. You do feel really good after it. But we have all these things, and honestly, it's huge for us. And I think even now, even without as many games as we had last season, it's important that you do. So we tend to have 2 days recovery. So you do like straight after the game, you tend to be off your feet straight away. You do the inflatable trials, you do the complex, you do stretching, you do the foam rollers, you do all this sort of pool, bike, and you don't go out on the grass. And then second day recovery is out on the grass for a real light session. Really, you'll tend to go out, do the warm up, do a little bit of a light session, do a light jog around the pitch, and then back in. And what we do inside on a second day recovery is the only time I've experienced this at our club. And honestly, it works so well for us. We do like a strength circuit. It is on like vibration platforms and things like that. And you tend to say if you load up your muscles at that sort of point, it'll affect you in the game with not getting as many injuries for players because your legs will be getting stronger and knowing how to cope with being tired. You know what I mean? So if you're doing a strength session when you're tired, your legs are then feeling, hang on a minute, I'm knackered here, but I'm still working. So it tends to help going into a game. And that's been massive for us. And that's been something that Antonio and Joao brought in since they come to the club 3-4 years ago. And it's brilliant. Do you know what? I think it's the people who are here. I think it's knowing the sort of manager that was coming to this football club. I can only speak on behalf of myself when I was here before. And I knew when our manager come in, the calibre of manager who was coming to our club. And I knew that he could improve me as a player, as a person, and us as a club and us as a whole. I think when he come in and he brought the players and he did, I think they changed the culture. I think you're seeing these players coming in who had worked with him before, your Ruben Neveses, your Jotas, your Bollies, and they're coming in and all of a sudden they're just slotting straight into doing these recovery sessions. They're slotting straight into doing these strength sessions. And I think that was massive on the English boys before because they then go, hang on a minute, these boys are playing the Champions League. These boys are playing for Porto. These boys are playing for whoever it may be. And you're going, yeah, this is all right. This is going to make us better. This is going to improve us. And the one thing I do agree with you in terms of we have a culture in England. I do agree with that. But it's not saying everybody still wants to improve. Everybody still wants to find ways of getting better. And we were no different when our manager come in. And like I said, you're seeing these players coming in. And I think that was the biggest thing of a culture change, that the players who come into this football club came in to change the direction of the football club. They wanted to come to Wolves in the Championship at the time. And the respect that I have for them for doing that is absolutely incredible. Ruben Neves was playing in the Champions League, youngest ever player in the Champions League, or youngest ever captain, or whatever it was. And then all of a sudden I'm playing with him. And the amount of respect I've got for him and his family, and Jota when they come over, I know now he's at Liverpool, incredible. Bolly coming over to the Championship, playing at Porto in the Champions League. These players coming to the football club. I just thought to myself, wow, my respect for you is through the roof. Because I just thought to myself, I'm going to help you as much as I possibly can, because I know if I look at you and learn off you, I'll get better as well.